What's up, guys? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Also, please smash that like button on the video and enjoy the show.
I've shown you stories where Muslims save Jews and vice versa. Like, this is what they want us to believe. Why do they only show the negative? They never show the positive. The truth of the matter is, when you study Jewish people's lives under the Muslim empires, no one treated them better. That's a fact. Did we start the Inquisition? The Muslims?
No.
They were torturing anyone they even thought was a Jew. Did we start World War I? The Muslim countries started World War I, or European countries?
European.
World War II?
European.
Okay, so how? And they say Islam was spread by the sword. It's the same thing with religion. My religion teaches me life is sacred. You can't take anyone's life that's innocent. You can only defend yourself. Never be the oppressor and don't be the oppressed. You have an equal duty to A, not oppress others, and B, if you're being oppressed, it's your duty to fight against it because it's your God-given right to live free.
Yeah.
Within the confines of morality and spirituality and the rules that God gave us to live. Family, honor, loyalty. Muslims were commanded by the Prophet Muhammad when they live in a different country to abide by the rules of that nation. Mm-hmm. These are facts. The problem is you want to watch a 2-minute YouTube video and then you think you're going to learn a faith that's thousands of years old in 2 seconds. And then you're going to make presumptions and this and that. And half the time you're talking to people like, no offense to Sneeko, okay?
Oh, you can put offense to him.
Okay.
We don't mind.
Well, I don't like to attack people. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not attacking Billy Carson like to say he's an evil human being.
Sneeko's a different story.
He may truly believe all that stuff, okay? That's his right. That is his right to believe. We were altered by aliens. That's your right, bro. I can't hate you for that. That's your right to choose. God gave you that gift to choose. I can choose. I can choose to sleep with women or I can choose to do a fucking donkey. You have that choice, okay? Doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean you probably won't go to jail for fucking, doing things that are against the law. You have a right to choose anything you want in this life. I can pick up this cup. I can drink. That made me cough, right? There's a reaction to everything. So
It's literally water.
this is kind of like the preface. I want to just the audience understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. I don't care if you believe what I believe.
What does this have to do with Sneeko?
Sneeko was a new Muslim, okay?
Oh, God.
And this is what I said in the beginning of this talk we're having, is that first and foremost, forgive me if I made an error. Number one, I could be wrong. Please cross-reference what we're about to get in, which is why I'm here. We haven't even gotten into it. Because there's nothing more harmful than giving inaccurate information to people. Mm-hmm. It creates damage. It creates chaos. And I hope he knows that before you speak about your faith, unless you're really qualified and have the knowledge, if you give misinformation, you are held accountable when you face God. Because you may have pushed people away from the faith with your inaccuracies. And you will be responsible. Because that one idea, I've had people message me, your video about that, I actually started studying Islam because of it. I became a Muslim because of that, right? There's the positive and that aspect of spirituality. There's the negative that because of you, I don't want to believe in God anymore. I gave information that was inaccurate or not said the right way, meaning people could understand what I was saying, okay? People talk about the Prophet's marriage. He got married to a 6-year-old, and they have no fucking idea what they're talking about. Zero when it comes to that subject.
Yeah, what is that story? Like they try to say Muhammad.
This isn't what this episode was about.
Yeah, it's okay, but go ahead.
Okay, but
Clear it up.
Most common attack of the Prophet's character. Okay, they have nothing else except he did this and he eliminated one tribe. Like he wiped them out. Yeah, he fucking wiped them out because they had an alliance. There was one Jewish tribe that they had an alliance, because you have to put everything into context.
Okay.
He's living amongst the pagan Arabs. They believe in millions of gods. Okay.
Yeah.
He brings the message that there's only one God. This is the same message of Christ, Moses, everyone that came before me. We have to worship the one God.
Allah.
But Allah is the same word as what? Ilah.
Yeah.
Which is the same word as what? Elohim. Which is the royal plural, which, by the way, Billy Carson says the Bible's mistranslated because they used the plural of God. Yes, it's called the royal plural. The royal we, with the power invested in us. We, the plural, the royal plural. Not that it meant multiple gods, the way he's trying to conjecture.
Wow.
Okay? Yes, that? Elohim is the royal plural of Ilah. Elah is the Hebrew. Okay?
Yeah.
Aramaic is Allah. Arabic is Allah. It's the same word. 3 languages. Cognate.
Wow.
Okay? Same word.
That's cool.
3 languages. That's what we broke the net with last time.
Yeah.
Google Aramaic word for God. Let's see if they change it because they're dying to change it on Wikipedia. Go ahead.
Yeah. Elohim.
Put in
Allah.
Aramaic.
There it is.
Aramaic.
There it is.
Yeah, I know, but watch
Elohim.
this now. Watch. Go up. Type in Aramaic.
Aramaic.
Aramaic word for God.
A-R-A.
We're going to go back. Go back. Oh, delete it. Delete it completely.
No, delete it and type
Delete
in
it. Push
Aramaic
X.
word for God.
We're going to help you.
He's got it.
Word for God. There you go. 3rd search result. Right there.
Yeah.
Where does the first result come from? That's the language of Jesus Christ, bro.
Wow.
Okay? And they got you. You had people on 9/11 going, F these Muslims and F their Allah.
Yeah.
You just cursed God in the same language that Jesus Christ spoke. Okay? This is the level of ignorance.
Guys, if you're enjoying this clip, make sure you check out my main channel, Juliandorey, as well. The link is in the description below. That's where I post the full podcast episodes, including the one that you're watching a clip of right now. So I hope to see you over there, and please smash that subscribe button when you head there. That's the word.
Okay?
Yeah.
The level of ignorance. Okay? This is not made up stuff. Ask any scholar. That's Allah. The God, meaning only one God, the God of Abraham. That's what this is all about.
Okay.
There are forces that are opposed to humanity that want to convince us to worship the demonic realm. This has been going on since the inception of time, since ancient Sumeria, Babylon, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the ancient Egyptians, who also performed black magic. These stories exist in the scriptures. I think those pyramids were actually created by this demonic race.
By the demonic
I
race.
think so. I think one of 2 things may have happened.
Yeah, define that, please.
Either A, through their black magic, they got knowledge, the same way Jack Parsons got knowledge.
What is black magic? Just for people out there.
Black magic is when you do rituals, sacrifices, all types of stuff to show loyalty to the demonic realm. And by doing such, they give you knowledge that you would not have.
And the demonic realm you're defining as, you kind of said this earlier.
And I'm going to get into that, the jinn. We know during the time of Babylon, this was very prevalent. Okay, the same time periods this guy's drawing upon, Sumeria, Babylon. In Islam, type in Harut and Marut. Remember, I'm not Arabic, huh? I'm a white boy.
H-A-R-U-T, right?
I'm a white boy. H-A-R-U-T. There you go. What's interesting is in the Albanian language, Harut means to forget.
Okay.
Marut means
I'm going to read this real fast.
like you're finished.
All right, click that
Pull
first.
that up
click
real
that
quick.
First one, Alessi. All right.
Man, we're going into so many
Harut
different.
and Marut are a pair of angels mentioned in the Quran, Surah, chapter 2, verse 102. They are said to tempt humans. Surah. They are said to tempt. Sorry for my pronunciation.
No, don't worry about it, but we're going to help you, white boy.
They are said to tempt humans by teaching them the arts of sorcery, sir, in Babylon. Quranic exegesis, tafsir, explains that the pair of angels complained about human wickedness, a reference to Surah 230, whereupon they were sent down to earth to compete against humankind with regards to obedience. After they committed various crimes, they found themselves unable to return to heaven. God offered them a choice between punishment on earth or in hell. They decided for punishment on earth, leading to their situation mentioned in the Quran. The angelic pair is exemplary for angels in Islamic tradition to be tested and potentially fail. Furthermore, they are strongly associated with introducing sorcery to the world through Islamic culture. So they decided to take their punishment on earth, and in doing that, they rose their own demonic hell.
I don't know if this is the mainstream view from the Islamic perspective. Again,
Okay.
I give all praise to God if I make a mistake, because you can cause more harm. That's the problem with someone like Sneak or this guy. To speak without not... Keep that up. Why'd you close that? The next part's important.
We'll get it up.
Now, some would say this relates to the fallen angels of the Christian perspective, but no, they asked God a question and then he gave them their own test. But angels cannot commit evil. They were sent by God to test humanity. Meaning, during the time of Babylon, these 2 angels were like, hey, we'll teach you black magic, but it's going to cost you your soul. Okay?
But it says the angelic pair is exemplary for angels in an Islamic tradition to be tested and potentially fail. Meaning you're saying they're doing the testing versus like
they were
tested
sent
and
by
they failed?
God to test us. Meaning they were sent down during the time of Babylon, okay? Solomon too, to teach us, if we want to, at the cost of our own soul, how to perform black magic. One of the things black magic can do is separate man from wife. Put a spell, 100%. The evil eye. These things are real, brother. I know people that...
What's the evil eye?
We'll get that, but this is too much for one. I think we need to do a mini-series.
All right, it's okay.
Because each subject in itself... each subject in itself is 1 to 2 hours. Literally, at least.
I believe you, Beck.
The bottom line here is, and if you scroll down, right there, Solomon. Read that. This is in the Quran.
You want me to read this? You want me to read this verse?
We're going to talk about Solomon. Yeah, it's very important to everything we're talking about.
Solomon, this is in the Quran. The 2 angels are briefly mentioned as follows. Solomon did not disbelieve, but the Satans disbelieved, teaching people sorcery, and that which was sent down to the 2 angels at Babylon, Harut and Marut. But they would not teach anyone until they had said, "We are only a trial, so do not disbelieve."
We're only a test.
Then they would learn from them that by which they could cause separation between a man and and his wife. But they did not harm anyone with it, save by God's leave.
Permission.
Okay. And they would learn that which harmed them and brought them no benefit, knowing that whoever so purchases, it has no share in the hereafter.
They go to hell forever.
Yeah. Evil is that for which they sold their souls had they but known. Wow.
So in essence, and this is very similar in the Christian and Jewish perspective, during the time of Solomon, there was a lot of black magic going on.
Yeah.
Okay? And you could sell your soul and gain knowledge that you wouldn't have had. You would have some power on earth, but you lost the hereafter.
So it would give you something, you're saying.
It would give you knowledge that you wouldn't have.
Wow.
This is not as important, in my opinion, as what I think is actually happening. The demonic realm. Okay, this is separate. These were 2 angels that were sent down to test humanity.
Yeah.
There's also collaborating with the demonic realm, which is what black magic is.
Right.
Selling your soul, defiling, sex magic, which was performed by people like Aleister Crowley, Jack Parsons.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the reason we went to space, bro. Okay, satellites. Why they're up in the air is a man named Jack Parsons. Student of who? Aleister Crowley. What was Aleister Crowley doing? Black magic, in his own words. What did he paint a drawing of? What looks like a gray alien today if you pop the picture up, and we'll get it. This is too much.
It's all right. It's all right. Just stay on track.
Okay?
Stay on track.
Look at that picture, man.
This is who Aleister Crowley.
Show them who Aleister Crowley is.
All right, let's pull up Aleister Crowley's Wikipedia so that we can get some background here. And before I read this, though, real quick, let me ask you a hypothetical. It's a little bit loaded, but is it possible that evil people who, let's define this as evil hypothetically for a second, doing evil things, black
Sinister
sex
stuff,
magic,
agenda, whatever,
do those things, and they're not good people, and whatever's going to happen to them in the afterlife, that's up to someone else, right? But they also at the same time sometimes could end up being someone who's like extremely smart and leave some net good creations for humanity. Is that possible in your book?
I always believe there's duality to everything.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I can use this phone for good or bad.
Right.
I can use it to wink one out, destroy my soul, or use it to seek knowledge.
Yeah.
Google things, read history, try to put missing pieces of things together, or learn a trade, or watch a seminar, or
free will.
Sometimes some of these things, music came from the demonic realm. Okay?
Music came from the demonic
The devil
realm.
was one of the chief culprits of that.
What?
Satan himself. And you mentioned, see, even Muslims use the word Satan. It comes from the word shaitan.
All right, we're going to come back to Aleister Crowley. What do you mean the devil created music? I fucking love music.
He brought music on the earth.
But it's a beautiful thing. Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.